Today, the Texas coast holds its breath as SpaceX prepares for the 10th integrated flight test, IFT-10. This is the final flight of the Generation 2 Starship, the workhorse that's defined SpaceX's rapid, iterative development. Each mission has pushed boundaries, with every success and failure shaping the rocket we see today. This launch is the culmination of years of relentless engineering, a final exam for a design refined by real-world data. The Gen 2 Starship has proven the power of the 33-engine Super Heavy booster and tested the aerodynamics of the massive upper stage. Now, with Gen 3 waiting in the wings, this flight must validate all the fixes and improvements made over the last year. Success here means a clean slate for the next generation. Vehicles designed for operational flights, not just experiments. The journey has been anything but smooth. Heat shield issues, propellant leaks, engine failures, each a lesson, not a setback. Incremental progress has taken Starship from launch pad explosions to orbital velocity and controlled re-entry attempts. This mission is a testament to SpaceX's philosophy: test hard, learn fast, and treat failure as a stepping stone. The pressure is immense. This isn't just a technical demonstration, it's a statement that SpaceX is ready to move from prototype to operational vehicle. The company's ambitions, Starlink, NASA's moon landings, Mars colonization, depend on a reliable, fully reusable Starship. The final Gen 2 flight is the last major hurdle before that future can begin. It's the closing chapter for a prototype that set the stage for humanity's next leap into space. IFT-10's 66-minute flight is packed with critical objectives to push Gen 2 to its limits. The highlight: deploying 8 Starlink satellite simulators to test the PEZ-like dispenser, a key system for future satellite launches. A successful test would prove Starship's value as a heavy-lift cargo vehicle. The Super Heavy booster will undergo an engine-out test, intentionally shutting down a Raptor to prove it can handle failures and still complete its mission. After stage separation, the booster will attempt a controlled splashdown in the Gulf, another step toward full reusability. The upper stage will attempt an in-space engine relight, crucial for future orbital maneuvers and deep space missions. This test is foundational for deploying satellites, lunar trips, and Mars journeys. The heat shield faces its toughest trial yet, with improved tiles and installation methods aiming to survive the fiery re-entry. If Starship endures the plunge and splashes down intact, SpaceX will have cleared one of the last major hurdles to full reusability. Every objective on this flight is a direct step toward making Starship a true workhorse for space. The Gen 2 Starship on the pad is a product of hard-earned lessons. Forward flaps were resized and repositioned to reduce re-entry heating, directly addressing past failures. The heat shield tiles are now tougher, better attached, and feature smoothed edges to eliminate hot spots. A backup layer beneath the tiles adds extra protection. Propulsion upgrades include a 25% increase in propellant volume and redesigned vacuum-jacketed feed lines to prevent leaks. A new nitrogen purge system guards against catastrophic mixing of propellants. Avionics have been overhauled, with a more powerful flight computer, integrated antennas, and smart batteries. Over 30 cameras, streaming via Starlink, ensure engineers capture every moment, success or failure. IFT-9, flown in May 2025, ended in dramatic failure but delivered crucial data. The upper stage reached its planned trajectory and completed its engine burn, a program first. But a propellant leak led to loss of tank pressure, preventing engine relight and sending the ship into an uncontrolled spin. The vehicle broke up during re-entry, exposing unprotected areas to extreme heat. These failures led to direct fixes, redesigned feed lines, and a nitrogen purge system to stabilize tank pressures. The Super Heavy booster was pushed to its limits with a steep descent, but failed during the final landing burn due to engine reignition issues. This prompted a refined startup sequence for IFT-10. Despite the losses, IFT-9 saw the first reuse of a Super Heavy booster and improved heat shield performance. A stuck payload door prevented satellite dispenser testing, now addressed for IFT-10. Every lesson from IFT-9 is built into today's vehicle. The Gen 2 Starship now stands as a direct result of these hard-won insights. Starship isn't just for Mars. NASA has tapped it as the human landing system for Artemis moon missions. The next Americans on the moon will ride a Starship variant, modified for lunar operations with no heat shield or large flaps. It'll feature high-mounted landing engines and a large elevator for astronauts and cargo. But before lunar landings, Starship must prove it can reach the moon, requiring complex orbital refueling. SpaceX's plan? Launch a depot Starship, then send tankers to fill it before the lunar lander departs. Every test flight, including IFT-10, is a step toward this goal. NASA's timeline for returning humans to the moon depends on Starship's progress. A successful IFT-10 would boost confidence that Starship is maturing into a reliable lunar lander. Starship's ultimate goal is Mars colonization, a vision that defines SpaceX and Elon Musk. The rocket's scale is designed for transporting hundreds of people and massive cargo to build a city on Mars. Full and rapid reusability is the linchpin. Both booster and ship are meant to fly thousands of times, slashing costs. The plan is for fleets of Starships to launch in convoys every 26 months, when Earth and Mars align. Every technology tested, heat shield, engine relight, payload bay, methane-fueled Raptors, is chosen for Mars readiness. Even the engines are designed for propellants that can be made on Mars. Each IFT-10 milestone is a piece of the Mars puzzle. Starship isn't just a rocket, it's the foundation for making life multiplanetary. SpaceX's secret weapon is its factory, designed to mass-produce rockets, not just launch them. At Starbase, new high bays and production tents churn out boosters and ships at a pace the industry has never seen. Musk's goal: a Starship a day, applying automotive-style mass production to rocketry. Lessons from each flight are rapidly fed back into the production line, shortening development cycles from years to months. The 2025 target up to 25 Starship launches, each one refining operations and hardware. The Gen 3 Starship, coming after IFT-10, is designed for manufacturability and operational efficiency. The factory itself is evolving to build these new vehicles faster and more reliably. IFT-10's success would mark the end of Gen 2 and the start of true fleet production. As IFT-10 prepares for launch, SpaceX is already pivoting to the Gen 3 Starship era. Gen 3 vehicles now under construction represent a leap in design and capability, built for real missions, not just tests. If IFT-10 succeeds, Gen 3 flights could begin before year's end, with even higher stakes. These ships will attempt full reusability, including tower catches for both booster and ship. Gen 3 will carry operational payloads, like next-gen Starlink satellites and potentially military cargo. Success now means delivering for customers and generating revenue, not just gathering data. The world is watching as SpaceX transitions from bold experimentation to operational reality. The final Gen 2 flight closes a chapter of relentless learning. IFT-10 is more than a test. It's the ignition sequence for the future of spaceflight.